prosperity blueprint. The prosperity blueprint. The prosperity blueprint. The prosperity blueprint.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Prosperity Blueprint. I'm Dr. Rashida Jackson, your business midwife. So I'm here to continue on this 10-step process to building a business that works. And we're on step number 4. We have talked about vision. We've talked about choosing the right business structure. We've talked about your legal and your financial foundation. And today we're going to talk about something that costs entrepreneurs millions of dollars before they even start making revenue, and that's branding. Most people are so focused on putting the right thing out there, making sure that they've got it all together, right? That it looks perfect. We're going to talk tonight about branding. And wait, before you change the channel, before you tune me out, this is not about just logos and colors. Let me stop you. This isn't about Canva. Let me stop you. This isn't about fonts. Let me stop you. This is not even about your website. Today, we're talking about why people choose one business over another, even when the products are almost identical. When we look at it today, most oftentimes you will choose a business and you may do a little research and say, oh, maybe that's saturated. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that because such and such is already doing it. But I got a question for you. Why would someone pay $5 for one cup of coffee? Let that sit with you. Why would somebody pay $5 for one cup of coffee? And you may think, oh, well, it's because of this or because of their taste or because of that. But why would people pay $5 for one cup of coffee and then $2 for another somewhere else when they're both coffee? Why would somebody buy one handbag for $50 and another for $5,000? They're both handbags. They both serve the same purpose. The answer isn't the product, it's the brand. It's what the brand stands for. It's what the brand means. It's the identity that the brand has created. Branding is what people believe before they ever buy. So why do people make a decision to buy one thing over the other? It's what they believe about that $5 cup of coffee or that $50 handbag versus the $2 or the $5,000. Branding is a promise. It creates the essence of a promise in the mind of your buyer, of your people. I tell my clients all the time, a brand is simply a promise that's consistently kept. That's good. You guys should write that down. A brand is a promise, simply a promise that is consistently kept. It's what people expect every time they see your name. When I say in one of my businesses, our branding, our quote is, we protect your bottom line. That is what people expect when they come and sit down for a consultation, that I'm going to, or my team members are going to protect their bottom line. What do people see when they see your name? When someone hears Amazon, they think convenience. They think website. They think nearly anything that I want to purchase. They no longer think about the Amazon as a river in Africa. They never think about that being a region or an area. They only equate it now to a website that has built a brand. When someone hears Apple, they don't think about a fruit anymore. They think about innovation. They think about tech. They think about the phones in our hands. They think about the price. They think about the experience in the store. When someone hears your business name, what do they think? Or if you're just building a business, what do you want them to think when they hear your name? That's branding. If you don't define it, the market will define it for you. For example, I was just talking recently about someone that is mishandling their business. The branding is amazing. It was, but because it was not clearly defined and it was not handled properly, the market has begun to define it. And now it is something that could have been brilliant, could have been global, is now something that even locals don't want to touch. If you don't define it, the market will. Not only will the people that you're talking to define it, but the people that they're talking to will define it as well. Because word of mouth is still the most popular type of marketing ever to be created. A brand should answer 4 questions. Most brands do. They answer these 4 questions, and every successful brand answers 4 questions. Who are you? Not your title, not the fact that you are an LLC or you have an LLC. Who are you? That question has to be answered in your brand. Who do you serve? Everybody? Everybody is nobody. The more specific you become, the more valuable you become. Who exactly are you talking to? Because you cannot be talking to everybody, because then nobody will be listening. Your brand should answer that question. Who do you serve? Next question is, what problem do you solve? People don't buy services, they buy solutions. They want an answer to a problem. When we talk about something as simple as coffee, people have a reason that they buy coffee. I've heard recently that it's addiction to caffeine, maybe, but some people buy a morning cup of coffee because they want the caffeine, they want the energy. Others, they like the taste. Others replace it with have replaced tea with coffee because they have enjoyed drinking something hot in the morning, which is good for digestion. I don't know, but people have reasons. What problem do you solve? People want solutions. One of the things that is shifting in the digital age is information. People no longer want to be just educated. They don't just want information. They want action. They want solutions with the information. They want to put their hands on it, know how to do it. And that's where you come in. Can you answer the question, what problem you solve? And the last question is, why should anyone trust you? Why wouldn't they trust the person that's selling the product that's 10 times the amount as yours as opposed to you? Some people believe that perceived value creates a story around a brand. But what really is the reason that people trust you? Is it for your experience? Why are you listening to me? It's probably because you've heard in one of these podcasts that I am a 25 plus year corporate veteran, over 10 years in management and the executive corporate suite. I might know a little bit about business, and I am also an entrepreneur with 18 years of experience. Maybe that's why you trust me. Maybe that's why you're listening. But it could also be the results. What are the numbers we produce? What is the proof? I've established over 500 businesses all around this country and globally. Yeah, results, getting the results. What about testimonials? They're available on websites. They're available by word of mouth. They're available by people that I've assisted and helped. Why should anyone trust you? Faith? Maybe. Is it a story? Is it your credentials? Sometimes it's credentials. Some people like credentials, but I personally prefer experience over credentials. I just do. And there are people that will have preferences that are different than all of these that I'm mentioning. But what really builds trust with people from your brand is consistency. Are you consistently meeting the promise that you put out there in the market? What gives you permission to solve the problem that you solve? I've worked with entrepreneurs who have spent thousands of dollars on beautiful things. And I mean beautiful, thousands of dollars on branding, professional logo, amazing, optimized, speed efficient websites, luxury business cards, luxury cars, car magnets, but still they weren't getting clients. And why is that? Why do you think that is? No. because people understood what they looked like, but not what they actually did. So many times in my professional career, people say, I see you everywhere. You're always on a plane, you're traveling, go, but I don't know what you actually do. The reality of them not knowing what I actually do is that that's not my brand. When people can equate my personal company, my personal business, I do, then I am successfully branding my business. My corporate experience is just that I'm building experience, but people don't know what I actually do because that's not my brand. I've been very strategic and intentional about that throughout the years. People understand that I have a tax firm and a business consulting business that establishes, means start paperwork, hardcore grassroots works with people. They understand that, but they don't know what I do corporately. It doesn't make sense to them. They just know I'm in management and executive management, and I'm on flights, and I show up at trade shows, all different types of shows and things where I am representing my corporate work. So people that have produced and put lots and thousands of dollars into branding oftentimes cannot produce clients because they have not made clear what it is that they do. Then I've watched businesses with simple branding, clear, clean, simple branding, with but with a crystal clear message. They become fully booked. They sell out. The difference wasn't the design; it was clarity. And that's like the first step in the 10 steps is getting clarity. When you are preparing and thinking about what your brand is going to do, what message is going to convey is most important. Can you convey that message with clarity so that people understand exactly what you do? And that's why your 15-second elevator pitch should tell people exactly what you do, who you are, and exactly what you do. Hi, my name is Brenda Bookkeeper, and I help people to establish great bookkeeping skills so that they can have copious records. Said exactly who she is and what she does. So you have to convey all of these messages with clarity, but make sure that when you are branding, it can be beautiful and make no business for you, or it can be simple with a clear message and bring the business that you are hoping for and expecting. Use your resources wisely when it comes to that. You should have clarity of mind, your own mind, in establishing this business, and then clarity of your messaging so that the people that you are talking to know exactly what it is that you do. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is the 4 pillars of powerful brands. Pillar number 1 is clarity. If people are confused, they do not buy. A confused mind does absolutely nothing. Can you explain your business in 30 seconds? I usually say in 15. You want to, in the first 15 seconds of a conversation, be able to explain your business. You don't want to go into depth detail, just like I'm doing here with you while I'm giving you the tidbits that you need. But in order to get the full gamut or understand of how we produce these things, you have to come and join the cohort or sit with me. 4 pillars of powerful branding. Let me stay on task, guys. Pillar number 1, clarity. If people are confused, they don't buy. A confused mind does absolutely nothing. Can you explain what your business does in 15 seconds? Pillar number 2, consistency. Remember that you made a promise. Can you consistently keep that promise? Every touch point should feel the same. Your website, your email, your phone number, your social media, your invoices, your packaging, your customer service. Every touch point should feel the same. That's consistency. Number 3 is credibility. You need testimonials, you need reviews, case studies, experience, professionalism, education, results. Trust is built long before the sale. And it is a fact, it is a marketing fact that most people Do not buy until they have seen your product, experienced it to some level, or touched it at least 7 times. They have to build up trust, and trust is built long before the sale. Pillar number 4 is connection. People don't buy because they don't understand you. People buy because they feel understood. People don't buy because they understand you. People buy because they feel understood. People just want to be felt, they want to be heard, and they want to have a connection with you. This is oftentimes why in branding you need a professional branding cycle or professional branding session with someone that can do the outward appearance while I am dealing with you internally on how to communicate and message your branding. There are people that are put in place that I have connection to put you with, to help you to convey your message and build connections with your audience. People also want to know you. They want to know who's behind the brand. What is the face of the brand? What is the story of this brand? Because that helps them to build that connection and helps you to be relatable to them. This is why people buy, because they feel like you understood the assignment. What is the assignment? It's the problem that you answer, the solution that you are providing to your customer. It's the question that you're answering for them. They just want a solution to the problem. Can you answer it? Next, remember to stop competing on price. Don't compare yourself to someone else. And this is one of my favorite business lessons. You can go to Dunkin' Donuts or you can go to Starbucks. Strong brands compete on value. If your selling point is only the fact that you're cheaper, someone will always be cheaper. Someone else will always be cheaper. You can go to Starbucks. Hear me clearly. You can go to Starbucks and you guys can fill in the blanks. Write it down. Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, Wawa. You can go to any one of those places and get the same product. But will your experience be the same? Will the customer service be the same? Is the messaging the same? Is the values the same? Is the perceived value the same? Someone else will always be cheaper, but no one can outprice your story. No one can outprice your solution. No one can outprice the you and the connection that you build with your target audience. No one can outprice your experience. No one can outprice your education, your consistency. Nobody, and hear me good, can outprice your integrity when it comes to running your business. Now for our moment in faith, our faith moment. Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as you are working for the Lord, not for human masters. Your brand is a reflection of your stewardship over what God has given to you. It should communicate excellence at all times. That should drive you to operate in excellence and to be consistent, keeping your promise consistently. Not perfection, but excellence. There is a difference. Excellence honors God because excellence honors the assignment, it honors the gift. Then transition beautifully. When your work consistently reflects integrity, people begin to associate your name with trust. Sure, I'm going to teach you in the cohort about colors and what they mean, but it's you that people want to trust. It's your brand. It's what you promise consistently that they want to believe in. And that's how reputations and lasting brands are built. Not just by some creative jingle, but by consistently meeting the promise. When you go to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks and you order your coffee to complete specification, you are going to find consistency. And at any point, if there is some inconsistency in what you receive, you're going to say something and make sure that they change it or fix it so that you get the same consistency. Why can they do that? Because they are promise keepers. They are building a business with integrity. And you, as a kingdom believer, have to be a good steward over what God has given you. Your business is a part of your responsibility to steward, and your brand is a reflection of your stewardship. Make sure that you build a reputation for your business before you ever build an advertisement. I tell entrepreneurs this all the time. Marketing gets attention, but branding earns trust. And you can have all the attention in the world, and some of it can be negative, but your brand is what is going to keep you solidified and is going to earn your trust with people. Marketing may get somebody to go to your website. It might even get them to inquire to meet with you. But branding is what's going to convince them to stay. It's your message, it's your consistency, it's your integrity, it's you showing up and keeping your promise. When you say, I'm going to deliver, you got to deliver. That's branding. That's branding. I want you to ask 5 people this week. This is your exercise for this week as we get ready to get up out of here. I want you to ask 5 people this week. When you think of me, what's the first word that comes to your mind? This is you guys' homework for week 4. Ask 5 people. When you think of me, what's the first word that comes to mind? Now, don't defend yourself. Don't explain yourself. Just listen, because that's your brand. Whether you created it intentionally or not, that's your brand. Then ask the same person, what word do you want people to associate with your business? What word do you want people to associate with your business? I'm sorry, then ask yourself. Once you have the answers from 5 people, then ask yourself, what is the word you want people to associate with your business? What is the word? Is it trust? Is it luxury? Is it results? Is it integrity? Is it excellence? Is it innovation? Is it compassion? Write it down. Then ask yourself this: does everything about my business communicate that one word? That's how you discover your brand. So let me say that again. Go to 5 people. Don't defend yourself. Don't explain. Just ask them one question. When you think of me, what is the first word that comes to mind? I want you to realize that that's your brand. And then I want you to ask yourself, what is the one word I want people to associate with my business? Then ask yourself, does your business communicate that one word? If it does not, we need to align you so that your brand can communicate what it is that you are trying to convey as a message to your buyers and to your clients. I want to leave you with this thought tonight. People don't remember every conversation that they have with you. It's impossible. But they remember how you made them feel. They're always going to remember that. And that's branding. I learned that early on in my Mary Kay career, that people will not remember the conversation that they had, but they will remember how you made them feel. And that's branding. Long after they forget your sales pitch, long after they forget what it was that you said that your business did and who you promised to be, they'll remember whether they trusted you or not. They'll remember your consistency, whether you showed up, whether you kept your word. Did you keep your promise? Whether your business consistently delivered on their promise will be the thing that they remember. And I can promise you that this is true. And this is why word of mouth is so powerful, because the minute that someone thinks of that one word, or they think of what you do, if they refer you to others, then you have branded appropriately. And your business has shown consistently, and you've kept the promise, because people do not refer businesses that don't keep promises. They don't. When they know that you are inconsistent, you don't show up on time, you don't do what you say, you don't keep your promise, I'm not sending anybody your way if I know that you are not performing with excellence. Don't spend all your time trying to become famous because that's not going to be for everybody. Spend your time trying to become unforgettable. There's a difference in being famous and being unforgettable. Spend your time doing that, making sure that people don't forget who you are, what impact you left with them, what it is that your business does, what your branding says about you. If you don't remember anything else I say tonight, focus on becoming unforgettable. That is your brand. If today's episode, and I'm sure it did, to go, challenge you to go back and look at your branding, to look at your business, to look at how it's been built, to look at how you've established it and what message you're conveying, then I invite you to join me. Make sure that you click the links to find out how you can get into building a business that works. We're getting ready to start our cohort for the year, and I keep it very intimate and very small. You want to click the links that you find in the messaging, either at the top or at the bottom here. Brand identity exercises are in the workbooks. I'm going to help you to research your competitors. We're going to define your message. We're going to begin creating a brand that reflects the experience you want your clients to have. We are going to develop the promise that you're going to consistently keep. Your brand should inspire confidence before you ever make a sales call. Literally. This is in the 10 steps to building a business that works. I'd also love for you to share one word that you want your business to be known for. This is your homework. I want you to post it on social media. I want you to tag me, and let's start building brands with intention. Next week, we're going to be diving into step 5, and we're going to build smart systems, because every strong business builds systems that save you time, energy, and money. Your brand will struggle you will struggle with your brand, and your business will fall behind if you don't find systems that work. You cannot continually do everything yourself. I'll show you how to build systems that create consistency, that free up your time and position your business to scale. The goal is to scale. And until next time, remember that you are more than a side hustle. Don't just build a business that works. We'll see you on next week. Same time, same place. This has been the Prosperity Blueprint with Dr. Rashida Jackson, your business midwife. Let's get your vision birthed. If you would like to be a guest on the Prosperity Blueprint or Dating While Anointed, click the link. You will go to the link and make an appointment. That is your pre-screening for the podcast. Set an appointment time with me. Come and talk to me behind the scenes so that you can have the interview that is going to speak to who you are as an individual. Join me on the Prosperity Blueprint or Dating While Anointed. We'll see you around on the James H. Glover Studios. Hey, everybody, here's your chance to participate in something very important to the James H. Glover Network. The James H. Glover Network, James H. Glover, and the James H. Glover Studios have been nominated in 4 categories for Podcast, Blog, Podcaster of the Year for the Spin Awards. We are asking you to click the link in the content or below to vote now. Wherever you see James H. Glover Studios or the name James H. Glover, make sure that you vote right now. The Spin Awards is a big deal, and you can help us cross the finish line and bring home the victory.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for watching another episode on James H. Glover Network. We appreciate you for all of your love, all of your support, and all of your just comments. Now what I need y'all to do is, like it says right here, like and subscribe. Also, I need y'all to share, and I need y'all to tag, and I need y'all to turn on that notification bell over here on YouTube. That lets YouTube know that you like content like this. On behalf of everyone here at the network, we appreciate you, because we couldn't release content the way that we do without your support. So as I always say, sometimes our disappointments are nothing more than God's appointments, meaning some things that we look at as bad, God is only turning it around for our good. Stay blessed, be blessed, and be a blessing to someone else. And I'll see y'all on the next